Hi everyone, Mercedes Michaels here. As usual, you can get me on the @Mercedes Michaels handle on most social media platforms, including Insta and Facebook. You can feel free to message me here as well if you need any guidance or you're interested in doing any coaching or anything like that. So today I am speaking about the other side of acceptance. Like what is actually available to you on the other side of accepting who it truly is that you are and what it truly is that you want. You know, quite often reaching that place of even making that decision can be very confusing because more often than not, we're not only taking in our our decisions and our offers and our opportunities, we're taking in what mum tells us, we're taking in what our best friends say, we're taking in what that person says, we're taking in what that person says. And quite often we allow all this external noise to guide us one way or the other. Now, quite often this external noise is somebody else's truth, which is fair enough. They're entitled to their opinion. But quite often it's not your truth and it might not be your perception either. So what I urge you to do is if you're feeling like you need to run some things through some people, ask just a baited few. Have a few people that you really value and that you really trust and that really get you on the deepest level. Like they understand who you are as a person and make sure that they actually have your best interest at heart. I know on the surface a lot of our friends and family should have our best interest at heart, but quite often they can give us advice that is very fear-based. Because they love us so much, it can be based in fear, not based in like, fucking go for it. I will support you and I will catch you if you fall, you know? So the other side of acceptance is, so if you're wanting to really check in, like in my last video, I'm talking about the check-in phase. And I went through very, very many layers of this. I went through very many layers before writing my book. Am I okay to really start sharing this with the world? Holy shit, oh my God, what if this person says something? Blah, blah, blah. And each layer, like acceptance doesn't just happen. Like expect there to be many, many layers and expect little things to come up to challenge whether or not they challenge whether or not you really want something or not. I've hit so many roadblocks during this journey about, I'm really ready to share, but except with that person. Oh, okay, and then how do I navigate that? Oh, I'm really ready to share, but not with the school mums. Okay, how do I navigate that? And so it's a journey and it's kind of like layer by layer. We've had all these prejudices and presumptions and beliefs that we've just picked up along the way. You know, we come to this earth as a fairly blank slate. We might have some past life residue, depending on what you believe. But we come as a fairly blank slate. A lot of what we pick up is conditioning through the school system, through our friendship groups, our family groups, and media now, especially with media being at everybody's fingertips. So the more and more you hear one thing, the more and more it becomes an ingrained belief. So if all of a sudden you're feeling out of alignment with that, or out of integrity with what it is that you're doing in life, that's a moment to pause and be like, am I really living my authentic self? And can I really accept myself for who it is that I might be underneath this? When I left my marriage in Dubai, I had ticked every single box. I had a massive rock on my finger. I had a big villa. I had business class flights anywhere I wanted at any time. I had a pilot husband. I had this beautiful little baby girl who we had just adopted together. And it was probably one of the most miserable times of my life. And when I quietened myself enough and I checked in and I really checked in for long enough, it'd been something that I had not wanted to hear. I had self-medicated with eating or exercise or booze or travel or whatever I could to not hear this. Because by society's standards, I had hit the big time. I had done all the things that I was told that I was supposed to do to be a successful human. But I was fucking miserable. And the idea of coming back to Australia as a single mum with an adopted child that I felt I had broken a promise to about what I was going to provide for her when I adopted her. No idea what to do financially, no idea how bloody difficult parenting was going to be, especially considering she was only 1 at the time. But there was just something deep inside every time I checked in, and not knowing what it was, I had to choose to leave this place that wasn't in integrity for me. After really thinking long and hard and just keep getting the message, square peg, round hole, square peg, round hole. Now, don't get me wrong, some of us have sabotaging belief patterns that can push situations that are actually really positive for us away, and that's why I urge you never to do this on a whim. Keep checking in. Like it took me months to really be like, okay, is this the right decision for me? I didn't just bolt and drop everything at the drop of a hat. I really made sure that this was something that was really beyond me and my alignment, and that I was meant for something more than the situation that I was currently in. So take time to breathe. On the other side of accepting whatever it is that comes up, there is exponential amounts of joy. Like, I can't even explain what has happened to me since going through layers and layers of deeper and deeper and deeper of acceptance of myself. It means that I get to accept other people more fully for who they are and however they show up. I'm more accepting of even, that critical self that wants to like berate you for being this or for getting that or not doing this. It's like, well, it's all part of being human. We can't do it all. So I really urge you to check in with yourself, see where you're at. If you have any questions or you need to run anything by somebody, please make sure that it is a trusted source that has your best interest at heart. And I wish you all the well along this journey. Mwah.